So when Ice Cube gives you the look that says, hey, you're a fucking idiot, and then says, give me my money for what I just did, you better pay him. Hey guys, Anthony here with Geek Domination, and I've got a review for you on an exciting film that I just saw over the last week. It's called Straight Outta Compton. The movie's about the hip-hop and gangster rap group called NWA. It features a lot of big-time artists from that age, as well as a couple of very, very influential artists that later impacted the industry going forward. We're talking Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, MC Ren, DJ Young, and Eazy-E. Let's just go into the pros. The first thing that it does really, really well is it's a great, great biopic. It covers NWA's rise to fame, their origins of all of the group members, and it also covers what they did, what they accomplished, and where a lot of the people ended up going. It's really, really, really well done. It's cut well. Scene to scene, there's a flow. Transitions are really, really good. I kind of like how it always has like a scribble of what year it's in, and then it goes forward. You know, it tells you, what's going on with the scenery. All of the actors were really good here. Everyone who did their roles were just phenomenal. A special shout out to O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's son. He was so good. Oh my god. I know it's his kid and maybe it's to be expected that he'd understand his father's mannerisms, but there's another level where it's just done so straight, so perfectly. If you didn't know that it was his son going into the film, you'd think that's a touch up, like CG'd Ice Cube. It looks straight like him. The mannerisms are one-to-one. It's phenomenal. He did an amazing job. He was a great actor. Enough said. The movie does a really good job at showing what NWA was dealing with at the time of their inception, problems that they were facing, the LA riots, brutal police brutality against Rodney King. It tackles all of these things, and it also shows you what the industry was becoming along the times, and how each one of these members was impacted, and how they impacted the industry in turn. It was phenomenal. The telling was extraordinary. I really, really like that it was not only just historically accurate too, but it also brought a human element in there, because you empathize a lot with these people, even if you don't always agree with what they're doing. Now, that kind of leads me into a few of my gripes. MC Ren, first off, he was a little bit more influential, in my opinion, than I think the movie made him out to be, and both he and DJ Young were really not focused on as much. However, I kind of give that a pass, as it is a movie, and it has to have some structure and focus so that it gets a certain number of points across accurately. The stuff going on in the background is just ridiculous sometimes. I can't tell you how many times where people were just doing a little, like, too much of a cartoon kind of like rendition. When people try and act too gangster, it's like, sir, they get up in your face like that, it's like, I know the game. You don't need that. You don't need the overacting of what their elements are, because them being in the element is enough. The side actors would just sometimes be a little bit too, they would try too hard. Let's just put it that way. It's just what I noticed on some of the frames. But for the most part, again, the actors do such a damn good job at drawing you into what's happening moment to moment that you kind of forget about all of this side stuff going on in the background. There was a little bit of the objectification of women. I mean, it's not too ridiculous. A lot of people have a fear with this movie that it's going to be like MTV, where it's ass, titties, and boobs every frame of the movie. It's not. For the most part, except for one scene where it was 10 minutes, and this 10 minutes was after the best part of the movie, where they're at a mansion celebrating their success. It was just a little bit too ridiculous for me, and I kind of wish that that part could have at least been shied away. Oh, I don't know if shied away from, just ignored. You didn't need the wet and wild party too much. There was nothing really that happened for the characters there, in my opinion. Bottom line though, this movie was excellent. This is easily one of the best 5 films so far of the year. It's hard to completely place where it is, because the good movies, the highs have been really high. It's just, the lows have been really low too. So I hope you haven't seen too many of those films. This movie is really worth a watch. Whether you see it in theaters, whether you see it on VOD, rent, buy, any way you can, see the movie soon. It's well worth your time, and it's well worth your money. Please check it out. I hope you enjoyed the review, and let me know what you thought of the movie too, because I really want to hear what everyone's been saying about Straight Outta Compton. You know, I've heard a lot of people give it a lot of praise, but I know that there's some people who have been like, hey, it was okay. You know, I'm curious as to why you would think that, because I think the movie's phenomenal. Comment below, let me know, like, subscribe, all that jazz. You know, it really helps me out because I'm just starting now. And if you get the chance and you'd like really geeky commentary on what's happening, the latest and the greatest in the entertainment industry, check out Geek Domination Podcast. It's really fun. It's really, really good. And I'm having some great discussion with these guys. Search it on iTunes, SoundCloud, we got Stitcher, and we got TuneIn. Check them all out if you can, whichever one of those mediums is best for you. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.